Hey team, Kiwi Badger here. Hey, I mentioned I was going to come up to the Windmills and go for a bit of a ride and show you around. This is the Windmills. These are the small ones. There's about 100 and something of them up here. Beautiful day. Considering we've got a wind farm, you'll notice all of the turbines are not spinning. That's because there's no wind. You can see the radar golf ball thing over there. There's a bit of snow up there on the Tararua Ranges. You can't quite see out there as the Tasman Sea, but got a bit of a hill in front of me, but I'm sure we'll get a bit of a view of it later. But we'll go for a bit of a ride and have a chat and yeah, have a bit of fun. Hopefully I don't get too bloody wet because it's been pissing down for the last few days. So bear with me and we'll go for a spin. Last time I came up here, my chain snapped, which wasn't a lot of fun. But this is a public road, and it's not typical of New Zealand public roads, but this is what we call a paper road, which is a legal public road. It's just unmaintained. I'll come up here and do a bit of four-wheel driving from time to time. Excuse me. There's some goats further around which I hunt. Do a bit of pest control up here, shooting possums and rabbits and goats. But it's good to get out on a bike, not necessarily on the road. Just something a little bit different. Now, you may be wondering, you may have asked yourself how I come up with the name Kiwi Badger. I just want to attack the first half of the name Kiwi after I get through this bloody huge puddle that is. Success. Kiwi. To a lot of people, they probably associate the word kiwi with the fruit, the brown, fluffy Chinese gooseberry is the proper name for it. But we've termed it kiwi fruit because it looks like the kiwi bird, which is also, funnily enough, brown and fluffy. Badger. Badger is obviously a dead possum there. A badger I chose for its characteristics. I'm in awe of the badger. It's a mighty animal. Pound for pound is one of the fiercest animals out there, and the honey badger specifically, which resides in Africa, is it's not uncommon for them to eat cobras and fight off hyena and lion. Once they've killed something, they'll fight off hyena, lions to defend their quarry, which I think is pretty bloody admirable, considering a badger's not a very big animal really. Probably halfway between a cat and a Labrador. I certainly wouldn't want to make one angry and try and fight the bloody thing. She's a bit slippery up here. It's a clay base, and with all this rain, has made it a little bit slippery. Oh shit. Now that, I can tell you, is one deep hole. As a matter of fact, so is this one. Beep, beep, beep. Let's go Here we go. Small wind there. Man, that's deep. So yeah, long story short, kiwi badger, not named after a fruit, named after the national bird, a kiwi badger, because of its amazing characteristics. So, I'll tell you a bit about me anyway. By motovlogger standards, I'm old. I'm 37. I work for the government. So if you don't like the man and you don't want to watch me because of that, feel free not to watch. I know being a public servant or a government employee gets some people's backs up. Bugger it. Up the guts. Up the guts, son. So, out there is Palmerston North, the city in which I live, which is in the region of Manawatu in New Zealand. As I say, I'm 37. I started riding road bikes when I was 17. By all means, go and have a look at one of my other videos, which shows, I'm pretty sure, every road bike I've ever had, and some of them I've had multiples of. For instance, the CBR 250RR. I've had 3 of them over the years. Good little bike, and they were all early to mid 1990s models, which I really like. Still they outperform a lot of the newer 250s because they are 4-cylinder, or one of them I had was 4-cylinder, and they rev out to about 16 grand, which is not too bad for a smaller engine. So yeah, I've been riding since the age of 17, so that gives me 20 years. Well, someone's been four-wheel driving. 20 years on the road. So I consider myself an experienced rider, but in saying that, you're always learning when it comes to riding. Oh, foot pegs disappeared. And being an experienced rider, so long as you are not complacent, is all good. But when you start overestimating how good you are, you become complacent. And when you become complacent, by default, you don't pay attention to things that you should be paying attention to. Slippery spots on the road, following distances, stopping distances. And that's when experienced riders get into trouble, especially when you've spent a number of years off bikes, like I did. I spent probably 3 years off bikes, and when you do that, you notice it a lot with especially guys in their 40s and 50s who, once their kids leave home, they run out and they buy a big powerful bike because they can, and they think they remember everything there is, they think they remember everything they've learnt over the years about riding, and they get themselves in trouble. So the key for you experienced guys out there is don't become complacent. Not a bad little view, that one. For you new riders, and when I say new, that can mean a lot of things. If you're riding every day, commuting, or every other day for enjoyment, and you've done it for 2 or 3 years, I'd still consider you relatively new to the pastime of riding, or the lifestyle of riding. There's the big Windmills. We'll get around the corner a little bit and we'll go get up close and personal with one of those big boys. For you new riders, don't overestimate what you think you know. Because if you continue to ride after 2, 3, 4 years and continue to ride for another 10 or so, you will look back at how you approach things, and this is just generally speaking, I'm not saying everyone does this, because everyone's different, but you will look back and go, geez, I really didn't know as much as I thought I knew. As far as riding on the roads is concerned, it never ceases to amaze me how car drivers still fail to see motorbikes and pull out in front of them or hit them or whatever. So my mindset when I'm out on the road is that I am the only competent person in operation of a motor vehicle. Everyone else out there, including other riders, are there to try and kill me. So if you bear that in mind, treat everything and everyone like a threat, your chances of surviving are far greater than if you just assume everything will be okay. And we're going to go up around here. Oh, it's slippery. Target fixation even on a dirt bike. Isn't that beautiful? Eh? Isn't that beautiful? The country we live in. All of this bush here, and when I say bush, all of the trees and bushes, what we refer to in New Zealand as bush, forest, whatever. This is all growing back after being cleared when the first settlers cut everything down in order to clear pasture for livestock. Oh, we've got a bit of a slip. This wasn't here a week ago, that's for sure. Nothing the trusty old deer can't handle, that's for sure, boy. Bloody foot peg. I'm missing a spring on the foot peg. So just out there, over yonder, sorry for the shitty American accent, but over there, past the haze and the mist, that's the Tasman Sea, which, if you swim across, 1, you're an excellent swimmer, 2, you'll get to Australia. How long it would take, I don't know, no one's ever attempted it. I think the only other means anyone has ever used to try and set records and make that achievement is in a rowboat. Ooh, bumpity bump. Well, we must be getting a little bit of a breeze because those turbines are starting to turn. Oh, some sheepies scared the shit out of me out the corner of my eye. Flaming mongrels. Yeah, so anyway, back on topic. New riders, treat everyone like they're out there to kill you, even other bikers. If you're riding with I'm very hesitant with group riding in as much that I don't know what other people are capable of. You have to assume that everyone else in the group is a new rider and it's going to do something stupid to cause you grief or to come off. Woo! Oh, third garage. You experienced riders, use your experience to your benefit. I rang AFC today. AFC Motorcycles, where Manfred is. Oh, there we go. And the cam chain tensioners, which they had to order out of Japan, have been delayed, which is a little bit disappointing. But in saying that, I'm not too upset because I'm still waiting on other things to show up from China, such as heated hand grips. Beautiful view. Heated hand grips. I've never had heated hand grips before, and I've always given stick to guys who have had heated hand grips. Called them soft wusses, big girls, because it was I suppose a stereotypical Kiwi mindset that you need to tough it up and just handle it, because that's the biker way. Be hard and just handle it. But as I get older, I notice things like my circulation isn't as good as what it once was. Henceforth, my hands get bloody freezing. And it doesn't take much. I mean, summer's obviously okay, but winter, like, and it's winter now. The other day was -2 degrees, which by New Zealand standards is coldish, and it's degrees Celsius. By New Zealand standards, and by this region's standards, is cold. It's not the coldest it's ever been, but yeah, heated hand grips. Sorry about that. Heated hand grips. Camera's just fallen off. Back soon.